Hey guys, welcome back to the shop, and as you can see I have a GT350 up in there on the car lift, and today I wanted to do a short video discussing what we've done to this car and how it can benefit other cars like this. And it's a mod that used to be very popular, but it doesn't seem to be as popular as what it used to be, but it's really a big help for a lot of cars out there, and that is a gear ratio swap. This customer obviously has a GT350, and if you know anything about GT350s, the Voodoo engine is all about high RPM, naturally aspirated horsepower. Okay, so this engine doesn't make a tremendous amount of low end torque. It's not boosted. It just really thrives up in the higher RPM ranges, and this thing can rev well past 8,000 RPMs and do it all day long. These cars come with a factory 373 ratio, and this is the ring and pinion set that came out of the car. You can see that right there, 373. It works great for most applications. Good all-around gear set. Ford uses it a lot in a lot of their cars, but the owner of this car didn't want to boost it, and that's probably why gear ratio swaps is not as popular as what they used to be. Is you can boost these cars and get the acceleration that you want to get, but this guy wants to keep it naturally aspirated. He's not worried about it running really fast, mile per hour wise on top end. He just wants quicker acceleration. So he contacted me and said he had purchased a set of 456 gears. He said he'd done his research and that's what he wanted to put in the car. And anyway, I said, sure. So we've done them before, guys. We swapped out the ring and pinion, and with these IRS setups, I wanted to let you know that it's not as simple as it used to be back in the day with the live axles. You got to get this entire differential unit out from up under the car in order to be able to open it up and service it. So obviously you got to get the exhaust system out of the way. All these Shelbys have a rear air diffuser for the differential cooler, which they have on these Shelbys. You got to get that out of the way. You got to break down the rear suspension component so you can get the axles out, and then once you've got all that out, then you can drop the differential unit out from up under the car and then open it up and change the gear set. It's a lot of work. It's kind of tedious. It's not hard work, but you got to have some special tools. I mean, obviously you got to have a press to press bearings on and off. You need some precise measuring tools to set up the gears correctly, but it's a relatively inexpensive option to do, considering the price of other things for these cars, and you can get great results, especially when you're talking about a naturally aspirated setup and you're trying to get quicker acceleration. Now what we're doing here is allowing the car to take what power and torque it has from the engine and get it to the wheels quicker. So in this case, went from a 373 to a 456, and I know somebody's going to say, what in the world you want to put a 456 in a car like this? Well, keep in mind it's a Voodoo engine. Got a lot of RPMs up top that you can play with. Now you wouldn't want to probably do this with a regular Coyote, but I think it's going to work out well with this car. We're going to road test it and see, of course, but it allows you to multiply the torque, and that gives you quicker acceleration. If you wanted to go the opposite direction, let's just say your car is accelerating too quick and you're having a lot of problems with wheel spin out of the hole, then you might would want to do just the opposite. Instead of going to a higher number, you might would go from like a 373 down to a 331 or a 315. But that's how it works. But anyways, I just wanted to do a quick video discussing this. Changing a gear ratio in the differential by changing your ring and pinion gears can make a big difference depending on the application. So as always, guys, thanks for following along. God bless each and every one of you, and we will see you again soon. Alright guys, sitting inside this GT350 that we just done the 456 gear swap on. Just wanted to do a video showing how it drives. Had somebody ask me to do that, so I'm going to do it. I'm trying to hold the phone and video while I'm driving this manual transmission on at the same time. We'll see how that works out. I'm in first gear. I'm going to switch hands. Second gear. Third gear. Fourth gear. Fifth gear. And sixth gear. And it's actually quite drivable. 60 miles an hour, probably about 2100 RPMs at 60 in sixth gear, and you can see we've got about almost 8400 RPM red line. So I mean, this car's still got plenty of top end. So I think the 456 is going to work out very well.